Namaste, everyone, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Your Pleasure Incorporated into Daily Living. Today, I want to talk about when did you decide what your sex was going to be? Life is eternal. The energy that makes you up right now is just an individuation of your soul on repeat. You'll never be the same person again, but the energy that's in there is always coming back around. Many, many lifetimes. I know certain religions don't believe in many, many lifetimes, but many, many do. And it only makes sense that energy cannot be created and cannot be destroyed, and that is a law of physics. So the energy that makes you up isn't destroyed when the body is destroyed. It is morphing into another form. A lot of times the soul takes a break from this physical plane because it's very, very difficult down here. There's up and down, there's back and forth, there's good and bad, there's hot and cold. There's a lot of variations to our sensations going on. But before you ever decided that you wanted to come back to this physical plane, you made a decision while you were in that cosmic way, which sex you were coming back as. Now, some people think that's ridiculous, but the bottom line is you're going to be one or the other when you're on Earth. Unless you are one of the very, 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 very rare individuals that's a hermaphrodite, which means that they have male and female genitals. That's a very unusual circumstance. And it doesn't happen to very many people. I'm pretty sure you've never met a hermaphrodite. That's how rare they are. But for the rest of us, we made up our mind before we came onto this plane what sex we were going to be. Actually, you picked your parents too. And although you might think that this all sounds ridiculous, why would you do that to yourself? Why wouldn't you just marry into wealth or, be born super wealthy or whatever kind of imaginings you think are the best thing that could happen to you? Your soul knows that it's forever and that right now you're a blip on a screen. And so it wants to go through, it wants to experience what it is to be in this life, given these circumstances, given that body. Now, when you decided to be either a male or a female, remember, you're not 100% male and you're not 100% female, because everything starts as female when it is in utero. Everything, everybody starts as female. But it is in the 5th or 6th week of gestation that the Y chromosome becomes X, and then it becomes a male. So that's when you've made up your mind. In utero, you decided, actually before utero, even before you came onto this plane, you decided that you were going to be male or female. Now, when you get here and you get all kinds of confusing information from confused individuals, it is definitely a journey of decisions and of trial and error, of fights and of peace, of understanding others and understanding yourself. It is the growth of a human being. And if you are unsure because you are given conflicting information with what the standard is, You may be fooled into thinking that you need to have your body mutilated in one way, shape, or form so that you could be something else. Well, that's not such an advisable thing because the human body can only take just so much punishment. Although your mind might say, oh, I'm a female now when you're actually a male, or I'm a male now when you're actually a female, your genitals do not lie. And although you may have cut them off and tried to sew on other parts, you are not just your parts. You are a temperament, you are a spirit who chose this body. And it is a serious slap in the face to the creator of all things to say, well, it's kind of hard. I'm going to change my mind. I think I'm going to get a penis now. All in good time. Come around next time, have a penis. Come around the following time, have a clitoris and a vagina. We all have male and female parts to us. Nobody is 100% female. Nobody is 100% male. We come out with these parts and a varying degree of either masculinity or femininity. Some women are very, very masculine. Other women are very, very feminine. Other men are very masculine. Some men are not masculine. That doesn't make them any less physically a male. It is either male or it is female. And in that 1 in a million case, there's an occasional hermaphrodite. But for all the rest of society, it's either male or it's female. Now, that is part of the great design, because without male and female complementing one another, supporting each other, and helping each other move through this journey of life and civilization would have ended a long, long time ago. Now, if you're one of those people who has given up on your sex, you say, I'm not really very good at being a man, or I'm not very good at being a woman, so I want to be something else. I say, it doesn't matter what you want to be, okay? You are what you are. Dress however you want. Wear makeup if you like. Don't wear makeup if you don't like. Wear dresses if you like. Wear stockings if you like. Don't if you don't. Nobody cares. Just don't try to convince us that your body is something that we know it is not, because that's insanity. That's delusion. And we cannot share the delusion with you unless we want to be deluded too. Personally, I don't want to be deluded. I don't care what anybody wants to be. Make yourself happy and be who you are. But don't expect anyone to agree with you or give you any kind of special pronouns. Nobody's trying to be insulting. In fact, if I meet a person who is not sure of their sexuality, I just call them by their name. And if they tell me that their name is XYZ, I call them XYZ. But I'm not going to worry that I'm going to mislabel them, because I'm not mislabeling them. I'm calling them exactly what sex they are. Life is very short. And when you decided to come down before you actually came onto this plane, you asked to be male or female. Everybody, again, has a varying degree of that, but there's something that you wanted to experience and work through, either as a male or as a female. Give yourself the chance to do that without mutilating your body, okay? Because that is an affront to your temple. Cutting things off of your temple, suturing, having injections, having poisons, having hormones pumped into you that your body does not make for you is an affront, is an attack, and your body will respond. It will not be happy. And you, when your body is not happy, your mind will not be happy. Your heart will not be happy, because that's all part of your body, your mind and your heart. And if you attack your body and think that somehow someone else on this plane is going to make you better than what the Creator made you, then you have missed the point of why you're here. You're here to grow, to learn, and to be the very best version of yourself. You're here to find your gifts and to share them with the world. You're here to evolve and to be one with the energy that is in everything. That's why you're here. No matter what your sex is, whether you're flaming gay or super conservative hetero or anything in between, God loves you and would very, very much love for you to love you without beating yourself up, without having all kinds of procedures that are invasive, dangerous, and just cause the body shock. It's not the healthiest way to go. Try to love yourself for who you are right now. We all come with imperfections. Nobody is perfect. People are painted, they are created to look perfect, but nobody is perfect. Everybody has something or many things that could be improved. But surgery should not be the choice to make to change your sex. If you're not making it as a woman or you're not making it as a man, how do you think that going under the knife is going to help you be the other sex? You didn't grow into it. You don't know anything about it. You don't have the same impulses as it. You don't think the same as it. And you don't have the same hormonal levels. Women have periods. Men have never had periods. And if a guy becomes a woman or thinks he's a woman, he's still never going to have a period. He's never going to have the cramps of a period. He's never going to bleed. He's never going to give birth, no matter what he identifies as. Doesn't matter. Do the best you can with what you've got. Love yourself through this. Be your very best version of yourself. Work on yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically to be your very best. And don't compare yourself to anybody else, because half those people that you're comparing yourself to are airbrushed. Just be grateful for the life that you have. Live it to the best ability that you can. And take good care of yourself. Kegel regularly. Try to keep away any kind of harmful chemicals off of yourself, especially the ones that advertisers would have you do on purpose daily. Eat well, sleep well, surround yourself by the kind of energy that you want to draw in. And through it all, you will grow and evolve as the gender that you were born as. Not comparing yourself to anyone else, not thinking that you have to reach some level of masculinity or some level of femininity that will say, truly now I am a woman. No, doesn't matter. What matters is that you're taking care of yourself. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this topic, please like and share, especially with someone that needs to hear it. If you have any questions, my email address, ypi69@hotmail.com, is being scrolled across the bottom here. If you have a question that you think would be great for a show, please send it to me. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And as always, do your Kegels. They're so important. Meditate every day. It is so important. And love yourself, no matter what gender you are. Thank you so much for joining me. See you again next week.